Homemade vanilla extract is so simple, rich, and full of warm flavor that gets better with time. It's great to give for gifts for the holidays or just to have in your pantry. And today I'm going to walk you through just how easy it is to make your own vanilla extract. So, to get started, you need some supplies. You'll need vanilla beans. I bought mine on Amazon. There are groups on Facebook where you can find vanilla beans in bulk. You're going to need alcohol. We are choosing vodka for this, but you could use something like gin. You're going to need a clean mason jar or two. And then later on, you're going to need some amber jars for storing your finished vanilla. But for this first part, we are just going to use our mason jars. You'll also need some parchment paper along with your jar lids and rings. So nothing really fancy. You probably already have these things. When prepping your vanilla beans, there are a few options. You can cut off the ends, like I'm doing here. You can also slice them lengthwise to expose the seeds. You can actually chop them into smaller pieces, like a half inch or 1 inch pieces to put into your jars. You really have a lot of options when it comes to adding your beans to your containers. Each method offers some great flavors, and it really just depends on your preference and how you plan to use your vanilla later as to what might work best for you. But once you cut, you're going to put those beans into your nice clean mason jar. Once you have all of the beans that you want in your jar, the more the better, you are going to fill your jar with alcohol. Now, today we are using an inexpensive vodka for this project. It doesn't have to be expensive. Some people prefer to use expensive. I don't really think it makes that big of a difference because I am cooking with this vanilla, and so that vodka is going to cook out. I just really want the rich vanilla flavors. You're going to pour the vodka over your vanilla beans to make sure that they are fully submerged. You want them covered so that they will release all of those flavors over time. Once you have all of the vodka, you are going to seal your jar. I always place a piece of parchment paper on top of my jar. This ensures that the lid will not rust if it comes in contact with any of the vodka. So place that parchment paper first, and then you put your jar lid on. Um, and I have two jars here. So I have this smaller half pint mason jar. And then I have a quart mason jar that is full of vanilla already. It's been about a week, but I have some more vanilla bean and I want to add it for more richness. You're going to notice that the color is already starting to shift from that clear vodka look to kind of a golden brown. And that's what you want. Your vanilla should be changing the vodka into that rich color. But once you're ready, when your vanilla is in your jars and your vodka's on, you're going to put those on the shelf in a cool, dark spot for several months, just shaking them about once a week to help those flavors release. Pulled my vanilla out from the pantry. It's been sitting for about 2 months. I'm going to give it another couple of months before we're able to use it. But I wanted to show you the color. It's in the sun here. So you can kind of see that dark, rich color, how much it's changed from when we first added the vodka. And if you remember, this jar had been sitting for about a week, and then we made this jar. So this one had a little color to it, and this one was completely clear. But I can just holding these, I can smell that vanilla. It's super rich, really beautiful. Smells great. See all those vanilla beans? Oh, I don't want to lose them. And you remember we put the parchment on there to help keep the lids from rusting. So we might change up that parchment a little bit. But I've shaken these, once every month or so, or once every couple weeks or so when I remember. But they look beautiful. So we're going to let those sit for a few more months, and then we can get them ready for the holiday season. All right, we have waited a couple more months and our vanilla is nice and beautiful and rich in color. It smells delicious. So today we're going to package it up in some amber jars for the holiday season to give as gifts. Now these amber jars, I just got these off of Amazon. You can go to your local store. If you have a co-op or something, you might be able to find some. But they have different sizes. I believe this is like the 15 ounce or 16 ounce jar. And we got 2 of them in the package. You can get them smaller than this. So if you want like a little 4-ounce jar so that you're not giving all of your hard work vanilla away to everybody. It's totally up to you how you decide to do it. But I would highly suggest using amber jars. You can see here, you can see through the amber a little bit, but once you get vanilla in it, like this one, you can't see through it. You can see all my marks, but you can't see through it. And that's what you want. You want your vanilla to be able to be stored and not get too much light exposure, so it can keep its flavor and its richness as long as possible. So I'm going to open my amber jar here. I've already washed these. These are nice and clean. And then I'm going to use a glove, mostly because I don't want to get vanilla all over me and smell like vanilla. I'm going to pull out a few of my vanilla beans and put them into my container here. And if I have a glove on, I'm not contaminating, right? And then, to help me not waste my vanilla, I'm going to pour it into a liquid measuring cup and then add it into my jar here. And you can see the little floaties in there. Those are just the vanilla beans. Oh, it smells so good. So good. So we're about halfway full here. So we'll add a little bit more here. I just found this helps me not waste the vanilla as I'm adding it into my amber jars. Now, if you're just keeping this for yourself, you could get like a really big amber jar and just have a huge stock of it. You could technically keep it in your mason jars. But this is just one way that you can kind of package up your vanilla. Just wipe that off here. And you can see all those vanilla beans here. So then with this, we just actually refill this with vodka. So, or gin or whatever alcohol that you're using. You would just refill these beans. You might add some more beans to it, but you just refill the jar and continue on. And it acts kind of as a mother, if you will, to the vanilla. And it just keeps getting richer and richer as you go. So that's one way you can do it. Now to gift these, I will just do something super simple and get some like Christmassy or winter, you could get baking ribbon and then tie a little bow, possibly like that, to the top of that. And then you have this fun little vanilla that you can give to friends and family. For the holiday season, you could add a little tag. You could make a custom vanilla sticker to go on the front. You have so many options that you can do when you're gifting vanilla. You could give it with a wooden spoon or a jar of your favorite cookie mix, whatever you want. But it is rich and delicious and so good in all those baked goods that it makes a really great holiday gift. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.